The Pyramid of the Niches at El Tajín. All right, let's dive into this explainer and peel back the layers of what is, honestly, one of the greatest engineering achievements of ancient Mesoamerica.
Just imagine you're trekking through the dense Mexican forest and you stumble upon a massive, lost pyramid completely swallowed by the jungle. For centuries, that was the literal reality for this site. It's a monument unlike anything else in the world, and it still completely puzzles archaeologists today. So, what exactly was hiding out there in the trees? Well, the core of this whole mystery is defined by a very specific number: 365. See, this pyramid is covered from top to bottom in exactly 365 carefully carved niches. And you know that is no coincidence. It perfectly matches the number of days in our solar year. Right off the bat, that tells us the people who built this were deeply, deeply connected to the cosmos and the tracking of time.
But the timeline? It is just as staggering. We're talking about an awe-inspiring structure built over 1,300 years ago by the Totonac civilization. Just to put that into a bit of perspective for you, this society was out there designing and engineering these absolute masterpieces in ancient Mexico way, way before the Aztec Empire ever even rose to power.
And it is absolutely massive. It stands roughly 20 meters, so about 66 feet high, with 7 distinct stepped levels. Now, what makes that 66-foot height truly mind-blowing is that this enormous monument was built entirely without modern machines. No engines, no modern pulleys, nothing like that. Just pure human effort, crazy good organization, and incredible architectural genius. But, to really understand this pyramid, we kind of have to pull back the lens and look at the bustling metropolis that actually surrounded it.
Part 1. The City of Thunder. Uncovering El Tajín.
So El Tajín actually translates directly to the City of Thunder. It's a pretty striking name, right? It was inspired by local traditions that associated the whole region with these really powerful storm gods. And it was packed. Tens of thousands of people lived here between 600 and 900 AD. They didn't just survive out there, they thrived. They transformed this City of Thunder into a massive cultural and religious epicenter, just filled with magnificent temples, palaces, and plazas. So let's explore exactly how that 7-story pyramid at the heart of everything functioned as a piece of advanced ancient technology. Part 2. A calendar in stone, the 365 niches. Okay, so as the sun moves across the sky, those 365 niches we talked about, they create these incredibly dramatic, shifting patterns of light and shadow across the entire face of the pyramid. It is a brilliant illustration of the builders' advanced understanding of astronomy. They definitely weren't just decorating a building here. They were effectively turning the pyramid into a giant functioning stone calendar that literally interacted with the sun. Now, it's pretty widely accepted by archaeologists today that priests use this monument to track the solar year, pinpoint those vital agricultural seasons, and schedule major religious ceremonies. But here's where it gets really interesting. What remains heavily debated is the exact minute-by-minute ceremonial use for each of those individual niches. We grasp the big picture for sure, but the intimate daily reality of how this calendar was actually used, that's still a huge, captivating mystery. So you might be wondering, how did they actually manage to construct this architectural masterpiece over a millennium ago, especially in such an unforgiving environment? Part 3. An engineering marvel. Building without machines. Well, the builders worked with these massive sandstone blocks, shaping them with absolute precision to achieve this elegant, really striking symmetry across all 7 levels. But they also had to plan for the elements, which is no small feat. Through some incredibly advanced drainage systems and earthquake-resistant construction techniques, this monument was deliberately engineered to survive centuries of extreme tropical weather and violent seismic activity. It's just phenomenal. But remember, El Tajín wasn't just a giant calendar or some static monument to the gods. It was a living, breathing city. Part 4. The Sacred Ball Courts, the Cultural Pulse. Get this. El Tajín actually holds one of the largest collections of ancient ceremonial ball courts in all of Mesoamerica. These spaces were absolutely vital to the people. These intense ceremonial games were truly the cultural pulse of the city. The courts were the main stage where religion, politics, and a highly complex mythology all physically intersected right in front of these huge cheering crowds. To really grasp the scale of these events, historians note that pilgrims likely traveled from distant regions just to participate in the festivals and rituals held here. You could almost feel the energy, right? Drawing devoted travelers across miles and miles of tough, unforgiving terrain, all just to witness the spectacle of the ball games and the sheer grandeur of the Pyramid of the Niches. But sadly, no empire lasts forever. And the vibrant story of El Tajín eventually turns into a somewhat haunting tale of nature taking back its territory.
Part 5. Reclaimed by the Jungle, the Fall and Rediscovery.
The life cycle of the city is such a fascinating journey. From 600 to 900 AD, it sat at its absolute peak. But by 1200 AD, it faced this mysterious decline, and the jungle slowly began to swallow up those grand stone plazas. By the 1500s, Spanish explorers were only hearing whispers of ruins hidden out in the trees. It actually took serious archaeological excavations much, much later to finally clear away the overgrowth. And that brings us to today, where it is globally recognized and fiercely protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So what should you really take away from this explainer? It's that the Pyramid of the Niches is far, far more than just a pile of ancient stones. It's a genuine masterpiece of architecture, of highly advanced astronomy, of resilient engineering, and honestly, above all else, of human imagination. It stands as this profound testament to human ingenuity that simply refused to be erased by time or nature. Looking back at the incredible legacy of the Totonac civilization, it leaves us with one haunting, truly awe-inspiring question. What other secrets still lie hidden beneath the forests of Mexico? I mean, if a 7-story mathematical marvel could stay completely hidden in the trees for centuries, perhaps the next great ancient discovery is out there right now, just waiting for us in the jungle.